This is the second boss of the Master Lair of the Mad Dragon. It's going to be a mechanics video and also a challenge attempt at slow burn, which is to leave 4 Warlocks up at the end when we kill him. Now, given the nature of this challenge and some feedback from the devs, I believe that this strategy is not considered a glitch by them. I think it is a bona fide strategy. So here it is. We move him onto this tight point here. We want him as close to the edge as possible, because when he spawns his little friends in, we want them to all drop off the edge. Obviously it does not happen the first time around.
That's fine, I was slightly distracted as well.
So he does a big slam. You need to shield up for that. This red circle is a blast out. It is always followed by a blast of damage around the outside. And if you are having trouble with red circles appearing when your DPS is standing far out, it is because he also has a mechanic where if anybody who's considered a member of the party is stood too far away, they get a horrible little red effect under them, which causes massive burn damage and can kind of one-shot people. But you can avoid that if all of the people in the party are close to the boss. That includes companions as well. So if you've got ranged companions, like I've taken the flapjack off for this,
I'm gonna try and shift him slightly.
you need nobody standing too far away. As you can see, this is an incredibly precarious position to tank in, but as far as I can tell, it's probably the best spot. If you can manage to get him in the perfect position, you can actually cause 2 of these spawned in mobs to fall off the edge as well. I do have a DPS version of this where with 2 wizards and a rogue you don't need to push any of them off the side. You can basically just stun lock and then push the hounds away before they can cause you any damage. You'll see there's a couple of points later in this video where the wizard using repel just pushes those hounds right off the side before they can cause any trouble. After 50% he starts spawning 3. And the reason why we've positioned him in quite this way is because the Warlock causes a massive damage resistance empowerment buff to the others. So as you can imagine, that causes a lot of problems when the summoners start summoning hounds and you just can't kill them. Look at that, dropping straight off the edge. So he moves a lot, he's quite flighty, so you might have to adjust several times as you go. Sometimes dropping a summoner off is as good as dropping a warlock off. Obviously we're doing this for a challenge though, so we're going to do it slightly different to how you might do it in a normal run. The best time to attempt to get him to change direction rather than move is when he's locked in a mechanic. That's when you have the opportunity to pivot the way that he's facing, because the places that these things spawn are based on the direction that he's facing, not necessarily just the position. So as we are getting down to 20%, we start winding down slightly on the DPS. What we're going to do is slowly burn him down. This is another Like I said in my first boss video, it's another one that actually punishes you for DPSing too hard. And then, like, tank-wise, pretty sure you could do this on any tank. I think barbarians have a slightly harder time due to the shield up factor. Possibly more prone to getting knocked down. But I haven't tried to barb tank it, so I don't know. Actually, one of the biggest issues you might face on here is maintaining the aggro whilst you're positioning, so you might need to have a word with your DPS.
Okay. Wait for you guys to move in.
And
okay.
Once we get down to here, we are now moving the boss. This is the challenge attempt part of it. So in order to get this challenge, we need to have the boss not dropping all of his things off the side. And in a few moments you'll see the very specific timing that you need, which you actually need or should be using in general anyway. When he gets when he gets locked into his push and pull mechanic right now, he can't summon anything. So this is your time to go artifacts and everything, and then burn, burn, burn.
Oh.
You will notice that this does get slightly dicey. But obviously if you're remaining in the other position, then most of these Warlocks would have dropped off and it would be a lot easier. And it was a pretty nervous moment, this one. Okay, there we go.
Oh my god.
Please drop a like if you like the video. Please subscribe if you like a lot of my videos. Thank you for watching. Good luck.
Do you know what? I fucking love you guys.